Hi guys, what's up? It's Joe here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island 2025 Season 12 Episode 6. This is the first unseen bits of this series as well. I'll leave a link down below to Episode 5. Of course there's going to be spoilers, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So we're already into the 6th episode, and there's all sorts of unseen bits that they've managed to find. So there's been dumpings, there's been some trumping, and then also been some bumping as well. Tommy and Megan went to sit down on a sofa, and then the sofa was wet. Tony was mentioning, as well as getting Botox, guys can get like injections into their privates, which I've never heard of before. But she had someone who moved from Miami to the Dominican Republic and just said you can, get Botox in your privates. Meg didn't know what the frontal lobe was, so Shakira had to explain what that was. They had their own handshake that they did. Ian was saying, well, the fireplace sort of looks like a tube station logo, so he called it the Transport for Love, the Maya line, which is a line extension of 1,334 kilometres called Liverpool Street Station. There was unseen bits of the interviews as well. Meg and Dejan were talking about star signs. Blue said he has a brother called Green. I don't know if he was joking there or I'm not sure, but when he was talking to Alima, he said that. Sophie has never heard of the saying, "I'm picking up what you're putting down," when Harry said it. Megan burped a lot of times, and they played her, and then she was like, "Excuse me," in high-pitched. Megan was I don't know if it was Megan, I think maybe, was talking, "Oh, I need to shave down there." Blue was pushing, like, Ben's leg, like, doing some stretching. Dejan said he can do, like, 100 burpees non-stop. Ben, he called Tony Tory, and they showed that again. Blue and Connor were doing this game with their hands and their heads, so I think they were pointing like one way with their hands, and then they had to like look a different way that wasn't the same as their hands. Connor got a text, but I think it was just like an update of the phone or something. The boys were doing some press-ups. Tony had these like long nails, and then Connor was like, "Oh, how do you type, and then would you get like long toenails?" But I don't think she would. Helena nearly fell over. Tommy said he had like a secret to share regarding his emotions. He like cried at the Gavin and Stacey Christmas episode that was last year. Alima was saying Harry looks like Tom Clare from Love Island. Harry said someone's called him the Grinch. Dejan is being compared to Ivan Toney, I think, by Harry. Megan was called like an Irish Mila Kunis. Shakira sort of like Pocahontas, they said, and Helena like Megan Barton Hanson. And then Blue sort of looks like Ron Hall, who was with Lara. Shakira said Meg sort of looks like Rosie from, if you remember Sophia Grace and Rosie from the Ellen show, who did a song. I don't remember them, but if you remember them, she was saying that she looks like Rosie, more grown up now. Girls were doing impressions of Ian. They were talking about toenails and saying the boys had no toenails at all. Harry then took his socks off. Blue stole Harry's burger. Meg and Megan were doing some sit-ups. Tommy banged his head, I think, on near like the sofa thing or something. Ben was doing some rapping. Harry had these flower pants, which of course were in the recoupling. In the Beach Hut Bonanza, they were doing their best chat-up lines, and then Shakira like mentioned she had like a small pinky or something. I'm not sure how small it was, but she was saying that's her party trick. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.